Hi folks. Well, the girly men cowards, those trust fund babies, on their rust bucket garbage scows belonging to the cult group Sea Shepherd, led by the cult leader, Captain Kangaroo, Admiral Beauregard Watson, the Paulrus. Guess what, kids? They're in the Southern Ocean, attempting to harass the Japanese mariners. But something happened. Something happened from above. That's it, kids. Here's what happened. Captain Kangaroo called this campaign against the Japanese Divine Wind, stealing that term from the Japanese. Divine Wind in Japanese is kamikaze. We know the term kamikaze from the Second World War, but that's not the genesis of that term where it originated. It goes back something like 800 years ago, when the Mongolian fleet was sailing to invade Japan, and all of a sudden, a divine wind. A series of storms came up, devastated the Mongolian fleet, saving Japan, Nihon Koku, from an invading fleet. Divine wind, kamikaze. So now Captain Kangaroo, he takes this term, which is a spiritual term in Japan, and he adopts it, he bastardizes it by hijacking that term. Guess what, kids? There's something in Asia, and I'm sure most of you around the world have heard it, known as karma, or as we say in the United States, payback. And that's what happened to this cult group. They have a vessel, a trimaran of sorts, called the Brigitte Bardot, and it replaced a previous similar looking vessel called the 80 Gill, which committed suicide 2 years ago. Well, this current vessel, the Brigitte Bardot, was hit with a storm. That's it, kids. A big storm. A divine wind. You know, when the earthquake tsunami hit Japan, Captain Kangaroo wrote a poem, something to the effect that it was Neptune's revenge. Did Mr. Neptune come back again with this divine wind? It cracked the hull of the Brigitte Bardot, as well as cracked one of his pontoons, and they had to issue a distress call, to which the rust bucket Steve Irwin came to the rescue. And what they're saying is that it was a rogue wave that hit them. A rogue wave, not in the Southern Ocean, not in the high seas of the oceans. It wasn't a rogue wave. That vessel was not made for that type of waters, those type of waters. That vessel is made of fiberglass. Captain Kangaroo put those trust fund babies' lives in danger by sending it into that area on that toy boat. And you parents of these trust fund babies are just as guilty for not having an intervention. So now the Steve Irwin has the Brigitte Bardot in tow, and they're going to take it back to Australia to get repaired. That's it, kids. Meaning, the Steve Irwin, Captain Kangaroo, Admiral Beauregard Watson, the Paulrus, will not be involved in the harassment of the Japanese mariners for a couple of weeks. Plus, the Australian government told them that if you come back to Australia without stopping at a foreign port first, you're subject to a $200,000 tax. So now, do you think he's going to stay out of the action for a couple of weeks and pay a $200,000 fine, tax? Remember 2 years ago when the 80 Gills committed suicide, they were towing it into port, and he claimed that the cable snapped. So he was able to get back into the harassment. Peter Batoon of Sea Shepherd, about a year later, said that no, the cable did not snap. Do I hear a cable snapping now? Listen closely, kids, because I'm sure somewhere in the Southern Ocean we are going to hear a cable snap. And you suckers around the world will provide him with another vessel. This is another failure for Sea Shepherd in the year 2011 that started off with a failure and continue with multiple failures throughout the year. That's it, kids. A divine wind. while the divine wind of the oceans got this vessel their passing wind. Alright, folks. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the nation you happen to be in. See ya.